Yeah. We got a new show for y'all. We got a damn good show. Yeah. But before we start the show, remember everybody, you can always support the Hodgetwins. Where? You guessed it. OfficialHodgetwins.com. Pick you out a patriotic t-shirt or hat today. We even selling beard products. Have a nice, good, healthy beard like the Hodgetwins. My beard nice and soft. Use discount code for all our products, t-shirts and apparel and beard products. Use discount code Dr. Fauci. Get 21% off. Yeah. Now, you don't spell it F-A-U-C-I. That's how he spells his name. He needs to spell it like how our discount code is. It's Dr. Fauci. D-R-F-A-L-S-E-Y. You get it? Fauci. Even though you're a doctor, in my humble opinion, I just think you're a horrible doctor. Yeah. But he is a doctor. He is a doctor, though. You got to give him his credit. You got to give it to him. But he squeaked by. But anyway, today's topic is AOC and about her Instagram live post. Her near-death experience. Yeah, I couldn't. I looked at it. It's a long video. I think it's well over an hour. I looked at as much as I can, like 15 minutes of it. Yeah. You leftists that watch that whole video, you need a hobby and you need a life. You sat there and watched that video for an hour and 40 minutes, her rambling, telling all them lies. Well, I can't go on record if it's a lie. I think, in my humble opinion, she's not credible to me. Yeah. Not the things she said in the past. Yeah. Anything that comes out of her mouth, I don't even believe everything I hear on the right. You think I'm going to believe anything she says? I mean, I don't find her credible. She calls Trump voters white supremacists. She calls ICE detention centers concentration camps. I don't find this woman credible at all. Yeah. She talks in hyperbole 24/7. Yeah. But anyway, in her post, she claimed that was she thought she was going to die. She was in her office and somebody was banging on her door. Yeah. Turns out that person banging on her door was the Capitol Police. Yeah. And her office is not located in the Capitol building. So there's reports coming out that she wasn't actually in the Capitol where the insurrectionists entered the building. Right. And, I mean, you could call them insurrectionists. Yeah, I mean, the only problem I have her using that word is you need to be consistent because all these riots over the summer, you never referred to them as riots or insurrectionists. You call them peaceful protests. You just look like a hypocrite, in my opinion. Yeah. That was definitely insurrection. That was an attack on our whole government was there. Yeah, I mean, but the Capitol Police was waving them in. If the Capitol Police had did that job, that shouldn't have never happened. If y'all had took the necessary precautions, like when Black Lives Matter and Antifa was there, when y'all had the National Guard, this would have never happened. Yeah, but because of your own incompetence, of your own security detail, that happened. Yeah, and she says she doesn't understand why the National Guard was there. For Black Lives Matter, they were there. I'm like, you got to look at both sides, AOC. Yeah. You got to look at the history of Black Lives Matter. You got to look at the statistics. I mean, what happens at Black Lives Matter protests? Billions of dollars in damage, looting. People have died. Mm-hmm. I mean, 93% of them were peaceful, but that other 7% was hell on earth. Yeah, it resulted in billions of dollars in damage. Yeah. So it would make perfect sense, AOC, to have the National Guard there. Yeah. If you didn't, you look like a bunch of horses' asses when they tear that place down. Yeah, up until what happened on the 6th. Yeah. Is there any evidence that Trump rallies, Trump protests, they ever had any damage, any violence? There wasn't any. Yeah. None. Yeah. And again, I'll say this. I don't know why the Capitol Police is waving everybody in there if they felt that y'all's lives was at risk. Yeah. And you need to be more consistent. Yeah. I mean, you need to call out your side, too. If I can call out that Trump supporters were insurrectionists, you need to call out your own people. Because nobody on the right, no real Republican or conservative would condone that behavior from people on the right. I know she's mentioned like a week before this occurred, right? This near-death experience, she calls it. Yeah. She saw the white light and everything. She said she was getting text messages from colleagues, people close to the situation in the government saying there was going to be violence that day. Mm-hmm. So if y'all had this notion a week in ahead of time, why wasn't security picked up.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. You're a member of our government.
Yeah.
What follow-up did you do once you got these text messages?
I mean, our whole government, that y'all have a role in what happened.
Yeah.
You're incompetent. Our security detail, personnel that was overseeing security of the Capitol building, you're incompetent. Or you had to have been in on it.
Yeah. So, I mean, you felt a week before this happened that there was going to be violence.
Yeah. I would think anybody with 2 brain cells, hey, there's a bunch of Trump supporters going to be there. They pissed off. They feel that the election was stolen from. Of course, people are going to be upset. You need to up your security detail. I mean, during Biden's inauguration, you got the National Guard there.
So I don't understand if you felt like there was going to be violence that day, why you didn't follow up.
Yeah.
You didn't follow up with nobody.
Yeah.
And then there during that day, it was just the Capitol Police there.
Yeah. And for some odd reason, they're just waving them in.
And they're just waving them in. It's almost like y'all planned this. I mean, this is from my personal opinion. If my life was at risk and I was a member of the government, I was in Congress, and I was getting text messages and I felt there was violence, I'm not going to sit on my hands and not do anything. I'm going to make sure my life is being protected, everybody's lives, because we are the government.
Yeah, and y'all dodged a major bullet. All those people got in that, all it took was somebody to pose as a Trump supporter.
One psychopath.
They could have
you guys would have been done.
Took out a whole government. The press secretary would have been the president of the United States.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine Nancy Pelosi been?
No, the press secretary. They'd have took out everybody.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
No, she was there.
Anyway,
the press secretary, the janitor, would have been the president of the United States. What's that show on TV? Netflix. Oh, man. They bombed the White House, and he became president, and he was, like, in charge of housing.
Who cares? It's a TV show.
I forgot what
I know what show you're talking about.
What's it called, man?
I don't know. It's been a while, man. Who cares?
Keith Sutherland's in it.
Yeah, I know the show.
Keith Sutherland is making a comeback.
All right, look here. Turns out, according to a colleague that has an office right down the hallway from AOC, that insurrectionists never made it that far. And besides, the AOC's office, it's not in the Capitol building where the insurrectionists entered.
Yeah.
So I don't know why she's claiming that she felt like she was going to die. Her colleague, who's right down the hall, 2 doors down, said the insurrectionists never made it that far because, again, they're in another building.
Yeah. She said she heard some people say, "Where's she at? Where's she at?" So I'd be scared, too, if I was kept calling people white supremacists. I'd be like, oh, man, they didn't find me. All that crap I've been talking for years, they going to finally get me.
Turns out that was the Capitol Police.
Yeah. And she even admitted when he came in, she didn't feel right.
Yeah.
It's the police officers, Capitol Police.
Yeah.
I mean, AOC, why didn't you feel right? You said something wasn't right. I mean, did he have blonde hair and blue eyes?
Yeah.
Was he a white? Did you think he was a white supremacist? You got a fear of phobia for police.
She's got a fear of phobia of white people. They call people that don't like gays what, transphobia, gay phobia?
Yeah.
What do you call people that has a phobia of white people? Oh, you call them Democrats.
Hey, man.
Y'all don't label it as a phobia.
Yeah. Look,
y'all call y'all.
Y'all have just taken the term white supremacist and misused it. It's lost its meaning.
Yeah.
White supremacist. You know what a white supremacist is? It's Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, it's not a white person you don't like.
Yeah.
It's not a white person that's a Republican. That's not a white supremacist.
Yeah, they're just normal white people.
A white supremacist, like you said, Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
That's a white supremacist.
That man was evil.
White supremacy is evil.
Y'all throw that term out about Republicans and Trump, white supremacists. Man, they're nowhere near being a white supremacist. White supremacy does not go hand in hand with conservatism and limited government.
Yeah. Yeah. She mentioned that word. I mean, every time you talk about that day, you bring up white supremacists. She even mentioned in that live stream that the black and brown people, the janitors that they have to clean up after all the damage the white supremacists committed.
Hey.
And she also mentioned
race baiting, man. That's what she's doing. She's race baiting. It's not the insurrectionists' fault that the people that had to clean up the ordeal was black and brown.
Yeah.
It's just race baiting.
I mean, if you don't want to clean up after people, won't you find some better job skills?
Yeah, just because they were black and brown, and that has nothing to do. She just using hyperbole and just using victimization to gain more support from her following.
Those people that was cleaning up after that, they're perfectly fine with doing that. They're getting paid to do that. That's their job.
Yeah, they pay them good too, man.
Do they?
Yeah, they work in the Capitol building, man.
Yeah. But anyway, she also mentioned like that whole week she was going to like a grocery store, right?
Yeah.
And she seen a bunch of MAGA supporters on because they had on white hats. And she said she felt tense. You know why you felt tense? Because you've been calling them white supremacists. It's natural to feel tense in that situation.
If I've been talking trash about somebody and I run into them in the grocery store, I'll be like, oh, man, I'll be tense too.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually not their fault. You started it.
Yeah.
That's why you're tense.
How do you think people are going to react? I mean, look over the last 4 years, how the countless videos of you seeing people being just attacked for wearing a MAGA hat or wearing a MAGA shirt. Assaulted physically.
Beat up. You know why they got beat up?
Because of people like you. You labeled them as white supremacists. Nancy Pelosi said the red MAGA hat, it was the new KKK.
Yeah, ain't that instigating violence against Trump supporters? I mean, there's countless videos of them getting beat up just for wearing a hat.
I mean, y'all need to sit back and take a little of your own advice. And then she went on to say that she was a victim of sexual assault. I don't know personally.
I mean, it's kind of crazy to bring that up during this situation about what happened at the Capitol building.
Right.
I mean, if that deserves its own video, personally.
Yeah. I mean, think she's using it to victimize.
I mean, you mention that in this video, it's like that should be dedicated to its own video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you just you've never told anybody about this, but you decide to like mention it faintly in this incident. It's kind of weird.
Well, you had a purpose. Victimize, victimize, victimize. Look, me and my brother are both victims of sexual assault.
Yeah.
I mean,
we was what?
6 years old, man. I remember like it was yesterday. It was horrible. She made me pull down my pants, and she started playing with my pee-pee.
Yeah, and I watched. And then she started playing with mine.
And then I was forced to watch.
Yeah.
You don't see us crying about it. I mean, it didn't prevent you from getting the position you're in.
Yeah, I'm not trying to
make fun of sexual assault, but I'm trying to let you know I don't believe you because you lie all the time. You took a photo in front of a fence in front of an empty parking lot wearing all white pretending to cry.
Yeah.
I just don't believe you might well be a victim of sexual assault.
I think it was her way of protesting the immigrant children from being separated from their parents.
Yeah, but she failed to mention that in her post. She was using that photo to portray that, like, children are being locked up in cages.
Yeah, the whole point of this video was to victimize yourself. That's why you threw out there about the sexual assault. Not I don't know whether it happened or not. First, I don't think you're credible, but I digress. Let's just say for the sake of this, it actually happened to you.
Yeah.
You just using your platform to victimize yourself to gain more support from the people who already support you and to gain new followers.
And I want to say this. The thing that happened at the Capitol building was a horrible incident.
Yeah.
If you're going to call them insurrectionists, you got to call your own followers, constituents, Black Lives Matter movement, Antifa. They caused a lot of damage, a whole lot more deaths and damage than that one insurrection event at the Capitol building. And I want to say another thing. You calling out Ted Cruz and other Republicans telling them to resign. I mean, you're acting like a junior, you acting like an elementary school girl.
You acting like you back in high school.
Yeah. You're a member, you're an elected official of our government. Why can't y'all sit down at the table and work on y'all's issues together? Why are you going on live talking trash about the other side? I'm so sick of this finger pointing.
Yeah.
Left pointing at the right and the right pointing at the left. Y'all are members of our government. Why can't y'all sit down behind closed doors and work through the issues y'all have with each other?
Air out your differences. I mean, act like adults.
Yeah, no adult gets on Instagram and calls other people names and tell their fans, their followers, how horrible they are.
Yeah.
And you're in our government. Our government is total trash right now.
Garbage.
We have like one of the, I mean, I look at the crazy stuff that's going on in these third world countries. We are no different.
Yeah, our government is dysfunctional. That's the whole point in you doing this live video. Is to victimize yourself.
Trash people.
Say how other people on the right are white supremacists. I mean, it's working. I mean, people call you stupid, but I think you're brilliant.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of idiots that fall for victimization.
Yeah. And
I mean, you're proof of it.
Yeah.
You had 150,000 people watching you.
And you're not going to get fact-checked. You're not going to get censored. You get a pass.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to get verified. We get fact-checked, and I read the fact-checks. They use opinions to fact-check me. Yeah. It's like it doesn't make any sense. Got fact-checked on a Biden photo. I thought he was waving at a waving field, an empty field, right?
Yeah.
They said, no, it was two firemen there, but they never failed to mention if he was waving at the two firemen. They just use opinions. Yeah. We got fact-checked on those suitcases that was put. We call them suitcases. No, those were legal
ballot holders.
Ballot holders. It's just semantics.
Yeah.
All these fact checks are just misleading disinformation themselves. How can you fact-check a fact with an opinion?
Yeah.
You take a fact and you take an opinion and destroy it with facts. I failed to see not one of my posts that's being fact-checked done that way. It's all lies and disinformation. Your video was disinformation.
Your life
Trump supporters is not white supremacists.
Yeah.
It's just a shame.
Your life was never at risk. Why would you get on your live and say you felt like you were going to die?
Yeah.
But then 10 seconds later, you're chuckling about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a shame, man, that you should take your position so much more.
It's a shame
serious.
that you're a member of our government.
Yeah.
You're leadership of this entire country.
Yeah.
But you're on Instagram Live calling people names.
Yeah. Telling other Republicans to resign, to quit.
Yeah. Victimizing yourself.
That you're scared of Republicans.
Yeah.
You was even scared of the police officer who tried to come and protect you.
Well, he was probably white, man. You know them Democrats. They got that phobia for white people. Oh, my God. What did he look like? He was white.
Yeah.
He had piercing blue eyes.
He had blonde hair.
He had them blonde bangs hanging.
And he had a Capitol Police. He had a Capitol Police uniform. I just knew he was a white supremacist. You just live in a false reality. I don't think she lives in a false reality. She's created a fake reality. Yeah.
And she's created this fake reality.
And
people on the left like to victimize themselves. They put themselves in that false reality.
Yeah.
This is the greatest country on this world.
Even though we got some of the most worst politicians, you can still accomplish anything you want within reason. I can't become a doctor. I know that. If I do, I'm going to be just as bad as Dr. Fauci. But we all can be
better than him, I think.
I think I do.
We're not even doctors, and we'll tell y'all.
Yeah, I come straight, hey, you need a mask. No, you can wear it if you want, if it's going to give you a sense of security. But, hey, that coronavirus is going to go right through that mask. And besides, your eyes are wide open. That's what I said if I was a doctor.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm done talking about AOC.
Yeah.
I just can't see how people on the left that support her don't see right through her.
Yeah. I don't trust anybody. I don't trust the people on the left. I don't trust people on the right. And for a member of our government to come out and just blast on other members of the government instead of sitting down like true adults, true government officials, and sit down at the table and work through their issues together to make our country better.
Yeah.
I can't take anything you say seriously. And as soon as you call Trump supporters white supremacists, anything you say is going to go in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, that's great advice you gave her. Stop acting like you in high school and you just seeing your boyfriend talking to some other girl.
Yeah.
And you just airing out all these bad things about him.
We are never going to agree on anything.
But I would like to hear more about.
I meant to say we're never going to agree on everything.
Yeah.
Stop acting like just because we disagree with you on policy doesn't make us bad people.
Yeah, it doesn't make people white supremacists. You know what makes white supremacists?
Adolf Hitler.
That's a white supremacist.
He's a perfect example. He is a white supremacist. A white person you do not like does not make them a white supremacist.
Yeah. I would like to hear more about your the sexual assault. I mean, you're only 31 years old. It's not like it happened like to Kavanaugh like 50 years ago.
Yeah.
What they claim happened to him.
And
I mean, you're only 31.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's horrible if it did happen.
Yeah, it's
but
horrible.
the things that you have said, I mean, it just It just smells like Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett, man.
Yeah, that's actually trending on Twitter. What is it? Alejandro Ocasio Smollett. That's the hashtag or something.
It's not enough hate crimes go around. Y'all just make them up.
I mean, just make up. I mean, I'm not saying you made up that happened to you.
I can't believe you because just the things you
I just
say.
don't find you credible.
Yeah.
I mean, I caught you in like 5 lies in that video. I mean, you wasn't actually in the Capitol building. You was in your office.
Yeah.
That's in another building where the insurrectionists never entered.
Yeah.
But you felt like you was going to die.
Yeah.
I can't trust you.
I think she was a really good English major. The way she explains herself and the way she
How the hell is
she's
she?
got a good she's got a great imagination, man.
Well, that doesn't make her an English major.
And she's pretty too, man. So I see why people believe her.
She all right.
Man, you crazy as hell.
Man, she all right.
You see AOC in the club?
See in the club.
Yeah, you see AOC in the club, you ain't gonna go up to her, man. She 5'4" too, man. She got that big forehead.
Shut up.
I like them girls with them big foreheads, man. Like
forehead?
Sade. Sade had that big forehead too, man.
Man, people don't know who Sade is, Kevin.
Man, everybody, man, people know who Sade is.
Her head ain't that big. Her forehead ain't big.
Well,
Everybody's forehead big when you pull all that damn hair back. Her forehead's not big.
you don't.
But
think
anyway.
you don't think she's attractive?
She all right.
Man, you crazy as hell.
Man, what? You act like she's a,
I ain't saying all that, but she ain't all right.
she all right. I've done much worse. That's what I'm saying.
You stupid. I ain't saying she bad. She ain't bad.
I said she all right.
But you hating, man.
I'm not hating. I just
You
said
hate, man. She's attractive, man. Say it. I know you hate
I
her
ain't
policy.
giving her credit for nothing.
Yeah, man.
She all right.
And you gotta remain objective, man. Remain objective. If you saw AOC
Hey, Kev, what we talking about here?
walking down the street,
What we talking about here?
we're talking about AOC, man.
Hey, I'm talking politics. What you talking about?
I'm talking about remain objective. If you saw AOC and she wasn't a politician and you didn't know her and y'all made eye contact, would you ask her for a phone number?
What's wrong with you? We talking politics here.
I'm talking
This
real
ain't
life.
the love connection.
I'm talking real life, man.
I'll say it again. I've done a lot worse. Anyway,
Man, she attractive, man. I know why people hate her so much, man. They call her ugly, man. Like, I saw this photo of her. I was like, man, this is just mean. It's funny,
yeah, it is funny.
but this is just mean, man.
Yeah, it is funny.
Can we all just get along?
Who said that? What was his name?
It is that black dude. They hit him like 500
Yeah,
times.
that was
What's his name?
Rodney King.
Yeah,
Rodney King was. I was in high school when I saw that.
yeah.
I was like, damn, I'm black too, man. I said, I hope I never get put on by the cops.
I said, man, them white people took breaks beating him.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah, it was.
See, now that was, if cops was out there doing that today,
Yeah. Oh, man.
that was in what, like the 80s?
Yeah. That was normal in the 80s.
I would join Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? If that was going on the down back there, yeah, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, I'll be down with that Black Lives Matter. But I'm seeing people pulling guns and knives, talking about they victims. Nah. Rodney King, he's a victim.
Victim.
You out there acting a fool.
Like Jacob Blake,
Yeah, you out there acting a fool.
dude out there acting a fool, pulled a nut.
Yeah, what happened to what's his name? Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd. That's horrible.
That's horrible. Should never happen.
Yeah.
There was no reason to put your knee in his neck. Yeah.
Once you had him handcuffed, he should have stood him up.
Yeah.
Even
horrible.
I know that. That's horrible.
I mean, but that's the thing.
Yeah.
The left and the right agrees with that.
Yeah.
You don't have to tie up billions of
Yeah.
You out there looting,
Yeah.
burning down houses, buildings,
Hey, Keith.
busting up in Target.
Keith, that was peaceful protest. What happened at the Capitol building? That was an insurrection.
That was an insurrection, what they did in Seattle.
Yeah.
What, in Portland?
Yeah.
But y'all didn't call it that.
Minnesota.
Y'all called it a peaceful protest.
Y'all
all
need
over the country, all that looting and all that rioting and all that damn
Yeah,
what do you call
y'all
it,
need
vandalism.
Y'all are hypocrites, man.
Yeah.
By nature, you're hypocrites. And that's all I got to say about that.
That was a damn good show. Yeah.
Don't forget, Go to officialhodgetwins.com.
Go to the Fight Censorship tab, hit the links, follow us on Telegram, follow us on Rumble, and follow us on YouTube. They haven't censored us there yet.
Yeah, they're actually being fair.
Yeah.